durable and top quality, and all of their playthings are made with sustainably harvested wood, organic cotton, and baby-safe plastics.
The play kits deliver expert-designed play essentials straight to your home every 2 to 3 months, starting at $36 a month. That's it.
Steal, man.
We
It's a
spend
total
that
steal.
4 times a day on just random
On one
trash
piece of
rim.
cheesecake.
Play with this trash, kid. What about good educational,
Come on.
sustainable toys?
Activate free content tailored to your child's age and get a peek inside the play kits at Love Every's website. Visit lovevery.com/relax to get started. That's lovevery.com/relax to get started. All right. Well, I just successfully ate.
How was your cheesecake break?
Delicious. I had a bite of each one and then I felt sick.
Which was the best?
The chocolate, like Godiva chocolate cheesecake.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, it was good. But it wasn't as good as Jessica's. And so it was like, when you can't quench the craving, you give up. You're just kind of like, well, what's the point? What's the point?
The what craving?
The pregnancy craving.
Oh!
You haven't explained this game yet.
Oh, we
Explain
haven't
the
even
game.
started.
Explain the game.
Yet. So the game is, we've obviously, some of us have been talking a lot at length about pregnancy, children's.
Mm-hmm. 2 of them. I'm pregnant with twins.
And so I thought it would be interesting for this podcast if we were not allowed to say the words pregnant,
Mm-hmm. Or
twins,
else? Okay.
or baby,
Okay. Starting.
babies.
Is that it? Are those the words or is there more?
Is there more words that you feel like would make it interesting?
No, I don't know. That's already hard for me. Can we talk about the pregnancy at all in any sort of way?
You can talk about it. You just can't say those things.
Can't say pregnancy, baby, or twins.
The point would be to force us to not.
Well, yeah, I know you wanted to try to force it because basically I'm so passionate and it's like obviously the only thing on my mind.
Our last podcast was called
Twins or
You're
something.
Pregnant. No,
I don't know.
two ago was You're Pregnant.
Yeah.
And the last one was called You're Having Twins.
Or something. I don't know.
But
it's all I talk about. It's all I think about because it's all consuming. It consumes your brain and also obviously it's consuming my body.
It is?
Are we starting now?
Yeah. What do you mean it's consuming? Because they're what? Because there's 2 babies growing in you?
And placentas. And you just said the words. So.
Ah!
Oh, 1 point for me.
Ding.
Ding, ding, ding. So I thought since I have been so obsessive over this.
I'm already losing the game.
I think you thought you were going to crush and you already lost a point.
So my brother Christopher is editing this. If you could put like a, what would you call it?
I don't know. You just want an excuse to touch my boobies.
No, if you could put like a ticker in each corner of the screen.
A
tally. What would you call it?
A ticker.
A ticker.
Okay, I like ticker, but I don't know that I would call like a ticker.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
like
that's fine. A tally, score, keeping
a tally,
score.
A scorekeeper box of if any of us says these words.
Yeah.
And at the end, there will be
a winner.
The
winner gets 5 pieces of cheesecake. Okay, so Erik brought up this idea. And I was like, this is a good idea because I have it's all I talk about. It's all I think about. It's because it's my whole life, like symptoms nonstop. It's
for what?
I'm not going to say it, but for the things that are growing within my body.
Things now?
Well, what else am I supposed to say? Humans, the humans. I said humans. That's not saying the same thing. Anyway, so I thought, okay, well, what else am I passionate about? And I made a list of things that I feel like I could talk about passionately. And I think you could too. And I even asked,
should I leave the room? I feel like I should.
No, I think we'll probably agree on a lot of these things.
Okay.
So don't worry, it's not musical theater again.
Because if we talk about musical theater, I should just leave the room.
Yeah, you should. I'll just be a solo. Okay, so there's a lot of things. Okay. And I asked my sister, like what things she's passionate about, that are dumb everyday things that make you passionately upset or, feel things.
Okay.
Her top thing, and I agree with this. I don't agree with all of them, but this top one, totally agree with. Having to pee drives me crazy. Having to pee, so annoying. I'm only going to talk about things that might seem mundane and not worth talking about to anyone else, but like legit, I could passionately talk about for hours.
So
having to pee is the most annoying thing in the world to me.
Gun to your head, lockdown. You can't talk about the other things going on with you. Mm-hmm. The number one thing you're like, oh, fine, let's talk about having to pee.
No.
That was the first thing that came to mind.
It wasn't the first thing. I'm just saying that what I went through was like, let me ask you. So I tweeted, a lot of people tweeted us. I'm going to go through those too.
Oh, good.
But just my sister's list, that was her top thing. And I was like, yes, This is
I
infuriating.
could talk about having to pee for hours.
This is what I'm
This
saying.
could be a whole separate
This
podcast.
is what I'm saying.
If let's hear me out here.
Okay.
Start another podcast called
Having to pee.
I Gotta Pee. And it's just us telling different stories of when we were doing something, but then
Listen,
we had to pee.
no, I will wait until
I will
it
listen to this.
hurts. I hate going to pee so much that I will wait until
I
I'm
will
in
commit
pain.
violence against myself so as not to.
I hate having to stop
We're
whatever
about
I'm
to
doing
talk
to
for
go pee.
7. This is going to be a 7-hour episode. I can think of multiple instances
know.
just this week.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
pulled a car over on the highway for
You
us
did.
so I could pee in a bush in
And
front
I'm
of
the-
you and our son.
And I'm the one that's got things inside of me that are
I know,
growing.
but it was me.
You were the
that
one
in a
who-
mall parking lot was like, that's the bush. I'm not going to go into the mall.
No. I hate going pee. It's so annoying.
Why?
Just stop. Like just absorb it,
Is
body.
there another Elon Musk? If you're listening, is there
'Cause
another
here's the
way?
thing, like pooping. Sorry to bring up poop again.
But it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. Sometimes
No one's mad about
sometimes
pooping.
It feels good. Sometimes it's annoying, but like sometimes you're like, "Yeah, this is nice. Get out of here." You know, peeing never fun. Always annoying. Always
Hey, come on. Sometimes there's a people you're like,
no.
You never did made that sound
No,
when doing
it's
a pee?
because I always wait too long. And the worst is when you're driving and you're trying to hold it the whole drive. It's like your body. It's like your body knows this is my exit. And that's when it's like, I feel like your body knows when you're close and then it hurts more. Do you know what I'm saying? When your
Yes.
body's like, ouch.
That's what I was referencing, me pulling over
Like
on
when
the
you-
highway.
but when you
for
get
a
off the highway.
Parking lot, yes.
That moment is so bad. It's like you've been holding it for an hour. It's just like when you see the exit, your body goes like, we're close. So now I'm going to really burn.
Have you ever had to pee so bad?
Yes.
That then you were able to pee.
I couldn't pee.
You couldn't pee,
Yes.
or you started
I
to
hate
pee,
that.
and your body was like, "This isn't enough pee coming out of me right now. I need more pee." Like that, it like hurt almost because your
Yeah.
body is like,
Yeah.
"More pee." Like it wasn't
It's
like even
the
though you
hole's
are
not
in the act of peeing, it wasn't enough.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like, come on.
Like
I'm
you're just like you're trying to like
I'm
break yourself
I've
to
literally
like
shoved out more. Do you know what I mean?
shove is a harsh word.
Well, I've been in that situation. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where you've shoved out more.
Yeah, for sure.
Just, come on.
Tell me, think about if you can think of the time in your life where you had to pee the worst you've ever had to pee. Certainly there's
Oh,
like a memory.
man.
Because me, I know exactly when it was.
I don't know because right now, because of my current situation, I have to pee very often.
Uh-huh.
And so the most recent, I can't think of the worst time in my life. I feel like it's got to be on a drive. Like those are always when I hold it the most because I hate pulling over to pee. Like I can't pee in a bush like you know? So I'm sure it was one of those. But the most recent time was we were at the doctor and I had found out that we were having 2 of these humans.
What's
and
not?
I didn't.
I think
I
if you
didn't
call them something else, though, like kind of defeats the game, though, right? Because you
Does
can
it?
just say humans. Like, yeah.
Okay, well then
All right,
that's what I'm
fair
saying.
enough, fair enough.
So when we found out about that, they told me they needed a urine sample, and so they made me drink a bunch of water, and then we found out this information about these 2 humans in me, and it was life changing.
Right, yeah.
And then the doctor had so many things to tell us because I was also bleeding, and so she had to give us information about that and like give us information about this new development we were just finding out about. And the whole time she was talking to me, I had to pee so bad.
As you're finding out
This information.
you're not having no babies, you're having 2
You
babies.
just said the word twice.
Ah, I didn't even know.
So
Am I losing this
you're
game?
very much you're
Oh,
losing
no.
this game. So anyway, that's the most recent time I can remember having to pee so bad. I was like in agony. I was just like, I don't even care what you're talking. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I just need to go. And like the walk was painful.
There's something about
You have to pee always.
I always do because I have a trigger in me that when I'm nervous, I have to pee.
You have to pee always. Like I never know you not peeing.
Well,
You're only peeing.
like I said, when you brought this up, it struck a chord with me because I don't like the feeling of having to pee. So if I have to pee, then I want to pee. Like what? I don't. It's not
You gotta get it
rocket
out.
science. I got to get it out.
I just feel like we'll like be like, okay, we're gonna go on a walk, and he'll go pee, and he'll go out and be like with the stroller and the kid, And then I'll be like, I'm going to go pee. So I go pee. And then I come out. He's like, I got to go pee again. And it's been 4 minutes.
See, now I'm worried that like people listening are going to like send me tweets being like, well, you got to check your
your pee.
Something's wrong with you.
So we took a second that probably got cut because I was just laughing so much because I let some air pass. Sorry, this is so gross, guys. If this stuff is gross to you, I apologize.
What?
You were going to say something.
Piss and poo.
No, I had a moment like, okay, pregnancy. Ah, darn it.
Hey, put it down. Put it in the corner right there. She said it.
Anyway, the gas that comes with this 9 months is wild. And I already have wild gas.
You got gas for 3.
I guess. I got gas for something. I don't know if it should be inhaled by any. The things in there are probably just like, got to get out this toxicity. Like, and they're just pushing it all out. I don't know. But you were about to say something about last night.
Yeah, last night was like sweet because you knew I had to get up really early for my last day of work, and you were being really sweet and like cuddling me,
tickling your back,
tickling my back, and then
your head was on like my stomach area, and your hand was on the things that are growing inside of me.
And then there was like a shift in posture, and then
oh God,
a release.
Yeah,
and it smelled. The way I described it to you last night was like, you know what that your fart smelled like? It smelled like if we had left old In-N-Out in a vehicle in the sun for 3 weeks, and then we're like, all right, let's go on a road trip, and then sat in that vehicle. Like that's.
I'm very interested in my farts, but it's reminding me of this episode of this show that you would love. I can't believe I haven't made you watch it. There's these 2 incredible drag queens that have this show called. That's literally what it's called.
Oh, I don't know. I have not seen this one.
It's so funny.
It's called what?
It's like literally
how do you spell that?
I'll have to show it to you. It's literally spelled exactly how you think. It's so funny. But anyway, they had an episode where they were talking about straight people, and one of their things that they were like upset about was like they're like, it was either dating or straight people or something, but they made fun of how like people brag about how they fart in front of each other. Like that's not like something to brag about. Like that's not like farting in front of each other. Like no, like don't do that.
I wasn't like bragging.
No, I know
for
you're
you.
not.
I wasn't saying
no,
like.
You're not. I was saying it's disgusting, and they were talking about how it's disgusting and it's never appropriate in a relationship. Is how they felt, and it just made me think of that because I thought that
just never.
Just never. Like they say they never do it.
Have we ever talked about how like your family knew you as
I think so, yeah.
Prolific at farting?
Yeah, I
not
think
on this podcast though.
No, we have talked about it on this podcast. I'm confident that we have. We got to change the subject. We can't just talk about poop and farts and pee the whole time. Okay, we're gonna change the subject.
Title of episode: Poop and parts and pee the whole time.
Poop and parts. Poop and parts. Poop and parts. Poop and parts.
Poop and pee and farts the whole time.
No, we're changing subjects immediately. If anyone's even still listening, which I don't even know about that, but first,
pivot to
an ad here. This is a very exciting one. I love this. So, you guys, if there's ever been a year to make the dads in your life feel loved and appreciated on Father's Day, it's this one. It's been a wild year, and I know that I would not have made it through the year without the dads in my life, meaning you, the most amazing dad ever, and my dad, the other most amazing dad ever, and other dads that just I think are awesome. I also
have a father.
Yes, you do have a father,
great,
and he's one of the coolest people I know. He's definitely the smartest person I know. I can say that confidently. He's awesome. But all the dads in our lives, I think, are really incredible. And it's been a rough year. And I think that it's super important that dads feel appreciated this Father's Day after everything that everyone has been through. And that is why I'm honoring my dad with a heartfelt, sentimental gift the whole family can cherish together forever. This is so awesome. When I heard about this and they reached out to work with us, I was like, this is so cool. I'd never heard of anything like this before. It's called Storyworth. Storyworth is an online service that helps your dad, grandfather, father-in-law, and every father figure in your life share stories through thought-provoking questions about their memories and personal thoughts. It's a fun new way to engage with them, especially if you can't be together in person. Every week, Storyworth emails your dad a different story prompt, questions you've never thought to ask, like, what's your favorite story about your father? And what things are you proudest of in your life? And after this, then they write in their answer, and then it's all like storybooked.
That is going to make me cry.
I know, isn't it amazing? And so then you can have these stories forever.